Alright, welcome back to the walkthrough. This is actually a take 2, and we are gonna try to complete 2 of the territories today, and we might get involved in a cop chase as well. So let's just try it out and see what works for us. Either we can conquer the territories or, well, we'll find a way. This is a take 2. I actually can't believe I didn't win the race just now, but okay, let's give it a shot again. I believe this should be fine. Yeah, so enjoy the race and enjoy the stories. So last week in the last episode, as you guys know, I went to Malacca with my cousin, and after Malacca, we actually linked up with my brother in Johor Bahru. Now Malacca was a really interesting place. My impression of Malacca a long time ago was that it was just it was really chill. And don't get me wrong, it is. But my recollection of Malacca is how I would just stay in the hotel room all day, every day, for like the entire day, for the 3 days and 2 nights. And I thought, you know, going to Malacca, we could just have a 1 day there, have a rest over 1 day, and then the following day we can head down to Johor Bahru. We are gravely mistaken, and by the way, finally, we get some cop chasers. Darn it, it didn't lock onto me. It's gonna lock onto me right about now. Alright. Finally, we have a cop chase. Enjoy the pursuit that will ensue. I'm gonna show you guys how to evade the pursuit while in the race as much as possible, right? So there's it. Now I might need to switch on my nitrous, so we'll figure it out as we go along. Or well, not within the race, but at least in a short amount of time while I'm still racing. Okay. So anyway, back to the story. So Malacca was a really nice place, and I felt that we needed more time there. It was actually a really beautiful place at night. It's a really good date spot. I'm definitely bringing my life partner there. We're definitely gonna go there for a date at least once in our life. And I think 3 days, 2 nights in Malacca basically does the job. Okay, we're gonna continue with the Malacca story in a bit, but for now, yay! We get to evade the pursuit. Darn it, the police are really not doing a good job latching onto me. So the trick is to use pursuit breakers as much as possible. This could be a problem. Now, the trick on using pursuit breakers is you would want to activate spook. Okay, cool, I'll take that. Oh, that's so convenient, thank you so much. So the trick I would usually do is to use speed breakers so that I can avoid the animation, which could cause you to lose control when evading the police. But conveniently, since all of the police decided they're gonna latch onto all the other racers and not me, yay! Darn it! Alright, let's try that again. Okay. And of course, you want to try to enter the cooldown locations, which will be represented using cooldown symbols. Now, Palmon police are always looking down and crack down racers. You want to be far from them, you want to hide, you want to use pursuit breakers, and you want to avoid letting them call for backup. Because the moment they have backup, the probability of evasion is highly not trivial. Okay, so that's that. We might enter another police chase, and if that's the case, I will skip the footage this time around. So we're gonna do a speed trap, and I don't think we need to call it a day. I think we can have time to we can afford some time to work on some of the other tracks as well. Alright, so as I was saying about the Malaysia trip, yeah, Malacca's a really nice place. Please bring your dates there, it's awesome. Yeah, 3 days, 2 nights should be enough. You might want to spend 1 day just lingering in the hotel room, or rather the hotel apartment / complex, because it's a really nice place to just hang out in. you know, when the heat's down, in the words of Nebo. Yes, use nitrous whenever you're approaching speed traps, because otherwise the exotic cars are gonna just destroy your car. So sure, it's $1 million drive, let's go for it. Yeah, so Malaysia has been great, and next week actually I will be in Adelaide, so I have a friend who is gonna show us around the city. Well, we are gonna go for a Great Ocean Road tour first before we just rest and relax in the city. I am planning to give some tuition while in Australia. I do intend to still Zoom people if I can, either Bible study or for whatever reason, or math or all that good stuff. Darn it, Yumi! You are a burden! Just get out of my hair. Like, gosh, I should just hire you. Bring myself in the picture. Right? Look at that. My Speedtrap speed is just getting totally pummeled by the exotics. And we have police. Okay, fine. Sure. Again, I will cut the footage if I cannot evade it in the race. So there's that. I'm gonna get caught. It's okay. Sometimes I like to do this as well. I like to just try to ram into the police cars and try to get rid of them while I'm racing. Usually it's not too easy, but yeah, that has happened before, so there's that. Yep, so Great Ocean Road in Australia, gonna be a good restful time before I start work in full time in the middle of the year. And I will see you guys in the next race as I evade the police. Okay, so I will see you guys in a bit. Oh, right, sorry, I just realized we have conquered the territories, so that's that. Now that we have evaded the police, we are gonna head on to another race, another sprint, and then I get another chance to get caught by the police. But the last two races which we're gonna engage in do not involve police at all. So this is the only other time we can get caught by the police, and let's have a fun run while we are at it. Once again, I'm gonna attempt this race without any nitros. Let's see how doable that would be. It's gonna be interesting. I always like to, you know, impose some additional challenge. Recently, I've been watching videos from this guy called Chess Simp, where he imposes artificial rules which he himself have to abide by even if the opponents do not. And it's always entertaining to see him pardon me to see him work around those rules and pardon me and surprisingly win some of the chess games, either due to the opponents running out of time or the opponents resigning and whatnot. So that's pretty funny as well. So I like to impose this challenge of not using nitrous in my races. So there's that. Now I am planning to, after completing Fortuna, after conquering Fortuna as a whole, to of course obtain the car by Wolf, and then I intend to try to use that car for the following territory that's called Kempton. And well, let's just take a look at how different cars work. At least the boss cars, because it's really cool to use the boss cars, in my opinion. I think my favorite car still is this one, this Kenji's Mazda RX-7. But let's check out the other cars just for curiosity's sake. And yes, I am pretty sure we do not need nitrous, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get involved into one more cop chase. So hopefully Yumi takes the bait for me. I do not want to get embroiled in another cop chase, and I think I don't have to. So that's it for this well, not this part, but for this race. We're gonna head on to the defense race. Yeah, we will be back. Now with that rather annoying defense race out of the way, let's complete 2 more races, right? We'll do a competitive and end off with a non-competitive, as our usual practice has always been. Yeah, that was a rather irritating defense race. The cars in that race were pretty difficult to overtake, and I ended up slamming into those cars again and again, which is pretty frustrating. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? What was the stories I was telling about? I have no idea. It's all good. Yeah, my friends and I, we're heading off to Adelaide next week. I think I should be able to upload, I should be able to film Carbon over there. I think it's quite funny to film Carbon with my friends involved. Let's see if they want to get involved. They probably are the more low-key types. So that's interesting as well. Okay, let me share some stories. So I believe a few weeks ago, I shared a little bit about Leora and Elijah, that they got married, and I'm very, very happy for them. Again, it was just a sense of an overflow of love and joy and goodwill to the couple. And then the next day, one of my friends actually passed on due to cancer. And then our friends, our mutual circles from our church, or in my case, my previous church, we just went down to visit him. Went to the wake, and it felt like a family reunion. It's like people in my previous church I've not seen in a very long time. Meeting them once again after many, many years. And I thought that's pretty cool as well. And then the following week, this is interesting. I went to visit my cell group. Right? I went to visit my cell group in a church that was previous. That I went to previously before the church that I was, and then previously before that. So I basically transited from church A to B to C, and in 1 week I somehow interacted with people across all of the churches. So it felt like a really nice family reunion across the board. So that was rather fascinating and interesting as well. What other things are there? Oh yeah, I got bored. Okay, so let me explain. I spent quite a bit of time learning combinatorics recreationally, and I actually even tried some of the exercises, and I did feel quite motivated to try the exercises. The inspiration really came during my Genting trip to learn combinatorics. The only problem is that I got tired and bored because some of the questions later on were really long, and I just did not feel excited to solve them anymore. So I am still learning combinatorics recreationally if I can, but I probably would avoid attempting the exercises, because the exercises, if I would need to ponder over them, quite a number of the exercises require a non-trivial amount of thought, and it kind of sucks. Nevertheless, it's fine. Yeah, so I still want to learn combinatorics. I still want to learn math recreationally. That's not changed. I am concerned that I cannot win this drift. I'm doing pretty badly for this drift. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, hopefully I will be able to learn combinatorics recreationally, enjoyably as well, because again, doing exercises, some of it is fun, but later on when I need to do the really, really crazy Olympiad Putnam questions, it gets quite long and tiring, so I probably will avoid doing those things. I'll just work through the content, the main contents, and try 1 or 2 problems. Maybe prove some of the theorems which are left as exercises, but probably nothing more than that. So I guess that is my course of action now I think about it. Now that I do think about it. Alright, with this last drift, I should be able to win the drift event. Yeah. So combinatorics for the win. Thank you all for watching this part of the walkthrough. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos to come.